Hi, hello, good morning, everybody. This is Bhaskar. You're watching Bhaskar Time. So, in this video, we are going to discuss about program to generate Fibonacci series of n numbers. How to generate Fibonacci series for an n numbers. So, what is our aim of the program? You can see write a assembly language program to generate a Fibonacci series on n numbers. So first we need to understand the concept of Fibonacci numbers. Later we will go for an assembly language for that. You can see here. So Fibonacci series how we are going to take on. So okay, I'll take it on the new page. You can see the numbers what I'm going to take an initial number. For example, I'll take the value it is 0. Next value it is 1. Okay. So first number it is 0. Next it is 1. First we need to add these two. Plus 0 plus 1 means I'll get 1. You need to take it here. Next 1 plus 1 I need to add. So 1 plus 1 I need to get 2. 2 you need to consider here. Next 1 plus 2 I'll get it is 3. Okay. So 3 I need to get. Next 2 plus 3 you need to add. 2 plus 3 I need to get 5. I need to take it to here. Okay. This is the process what I need to do now. Here it is how many comparison I'm doing. You just see that 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So here it is according to this I'm doing the 4 comparisons. So 4 times I'm doing the addition. Okay, see first one, this is second, it is third and fourth. So for that first I'll take the count value in my assembly language program. So how to take? I'll take it through any one of the resistor. For that cases I'm going to take one resistor value. For that cases I'll take this is the R5. R5 it is a resistor used for this count. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why I'll take a R4. R5 is equal to 4. So how to load this 4 into R5? I have a one instruction for this. So that is move R5 comma hash 4. So this is the instruction I'm going to use. Clear? Okay. Now next thing it is I want to take this number 0 and it is 1. Later these two numbers I need to take it in the register. These two register I need to add. The result I need to store in the memory location. And again from the memory location I need to take these two results. I need to take it in the register. Again I need to add and I need to store the result. This is the process I need to do. So for that cases, so what I'll do, first I'll take this is a memory address. I need to consider, first I need to consider the memory and I'm going to consider the data. Okay, first I'll take the memory. You can see for an explanation purpose, I'm going to take in one memory address. So memory address it is 0 x 10 0 0 0 0 and 0 0. This is the memory address. This memory address having the first number. So here it is my assembly language what I am solving all the problems for it is a 32 bit. So that's why I'm going to take on it's in 32 bit wide. So you can see the first value I'll take it is in a 0. Next memory address I'm going to take on here it is 0 x of 10 0 0 0 0 and 0 4. So here I'm going to take on my second number. The second number value I'm going to take on it is in a 1. Okay. So what I need to do, I need to add these two numbers and result I need to store in my memory location. Okay. First, these two cases I'm going to take on here I'm going to take an count for R5 is equal to 4. For an explanation purpose, I'll store my result 0 and 1 in register R1 and R2. R1 and R2 I'll add and I'll result in it to be stored in R3 register. See, first I'll load this value R0 value in one of the register I'm going to use here it is R1 and second data I'm going to take it in the R2 register. For an explanation purpose, I need to load my memory address. In order to load my memory address, I'm going to use R0 register. Remember, R0 register, I'm going to take on the initial address. This R0 register having the content, first content, I'm going to load it to R1 register. Next, second content, I'm take it to the R2 register. Next, so what we are doing, so here it is 0 plus 1, I need to add. Result I need to store in the next memory location here. So in order to do the addition, I'll use an add instruction for this. R1 plus R2, both I'll add, and result I need to store in my R3 register. So result is there in my R3 register, but I'm telling here it is I need to store in my memory location because I want to get this number in my memory location. For that case, I'll use the next memory location, it is 08. So by using the store instruction, I can store the result of R3 in this memory location. For example, 0 plus 1 means I'll get this 1. So this is the first number, this is the second number, and this is my result. Okay, so in this way I can store here, and this process need to be continue for an count of, you can see that first addition, second, 3 and 4. That's why I'm going to take on, this is the count. I'm taking for the 4 counts now. So I need to do this process addition 4 times I need to do. You can see first time I'll get the 1. Next 1 plus 1 means I need to get the result, it is 2. Again I need to store in this memory location, next memory location. This is given here, it is 0C. Okay. Next you can see. So again I need to add 1 plus 2. So next it is 1 plus 2. The next memory location I need to store the result. So I'll get the value, it is 3. Next 2 plus 3 means I need to get it is a 5. I need to show outputs of this one 0 0 0 1 1 2 3 5. So next memory location you can see 0 0 0 4 0 8 0 C, and next memory location I'll get it is 1 0. Next it is 1 4. Okay. Now I need to write the program for this. How to write the program? You can see first task I need to consider this memory address. So how to get this address? By using the instruction I'm going to use here, it is L D R LGR. So I need to get this address, right? So R0. So register I'm going to use R0 equal memory address 0x of 10 00 00 and 00. So this is the address. This address having some content, this one. First I need to load it to my R1 register. How to load? So I'm going to use an instruction LDR, load it to my R1. Yes. So data moving from memory to register. Memory to register means I need to use the instruction, it is LDR. Next R1, content present in this particular memory location. Memory location address I taken it is an R0. So I need to take it as an R0. Now I'll get the first number. Next, I want to get the second number. So in order to get the second number, so I'll go for LDR. Second number I'm going to load it to R2 register here. So how to get this address of this one? So I need to get directly adding plus 4 for this R0. So how? You can see R0 having some address, that is 1 followed by 70 plus 4 I'm doing. If you do plus 4, I'll get the address of this memory location, this pointing. So for that case, R0 comma hash 4 I'll going to use. Clear? So it's the first number, second number, this is a memory address. Once you got this, what I'm doing here, it is addition. If you want to do the addition of R1 and R2, result I need to store in my R3 register. In order to do this process, what is the instruction I'm going to use? Yes, add R3 comma R1 comma it is R2. Okay. Now result is there in my R3 register. After addition, Now I need to store this R3 register result in this memory location, 08 memory location. For that case, what I'll do, I need to use store instruction because data moving from register to memory. Okay, so for that I'm going to use instruction. It is str. Now result content is there in my R3. I need to copy to this memory address. How to get this memory address? Again, same process. R0 you already having some address 00 plus 8 you do plus 8. I'll get this address. So I'm going to take on here it is R0 comma hash of 8. Okay. So now R3 content it will be stored in this memory location. Clear? So I'll get the first process, it is over. First addition process, it is over. Next, first addition it is over. Next, what I need to do? I need to add this result and this one. So definitely I need to get the address of this one, second one, right? Next, I need to add these two. You can see here. Next condition. Next process. What I need to do? I need to add these two. Result I need to store to here. So it means I'm going to take on this is my initial address. So I can't change this one. So I need to reduce program as much as possible. So that's why I'll do small modification in this program. Just I'm going to use R0 having the value of it is 100, right? Just add the address. You can see you have a 04 for this one. So now I'm going to consider R0 value. So till now you can see here it is. So till now my R0 value it is 100 only. Now I'm going to update the R0 value for with the +4. You can see with an instruction I'm going to use it is an add add. So I'm going to update my R0 register with R0 you already having the value it is 1000, this one hash 4. Now it will be add, now it will be updated. Once you're done, so until now it will do the one process. So the count value already taken here it is, right? So count value I'm going to take, and it is a R5 is equal to maximum count, it is 4 is there. I want to decrease this count because one operation is over. Next I need to go for the second count. For that case I'm going to use subtract instruction. SUB subtract instruction. So what is the register I'm going to take, and it's an R5 register comma hash 1. My count it will be decreases because one operation it's over. But if I want to take the decision, I want to affect my status flag, you need to give S also. Yes. If you give SUBS, then you check for R5 register. So the process need to be repeat continuously until my count value becomes 0. First because R5, what is the register I'm going to take, so 4 count. So next 4 become it is decremented 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Finally it is 0. If come to on a 0, then I'm checking for only Z flag here. If Z flag it is 1, when my result it is equal to 0. Count value come to on a 0. If count value it is not equal to 0, then default Z value it is equal to 0 only. If count value it will come to 0, then only Z it is set. So that's why I'm going to use one instruction, branch not equal, means count it is not equal. First cases it is 4 not there, 3 is not there, 2 is not there, 1 it is not there, then it will come to 0. Branch not equal, then go to loop 2 or loop or L2, one label I'm going to take on. So where I need to move, I need to go back and repeat the process, loop 2 and repeat the process. Again it will be loaded. Now R0 value, okay, sorry, R0 is updated, right? Don't take loop 2 here, it is here you need to take, because now R2, sorry, R0 it will be updated, the address it is 004. Now R0 content it will move, again the process it will be repeated. So this process it will be continuously, it will be repeated. Once it is equal to 0, R5 value, suppose if it is equal to 0, you need to stop the process, come out of the loop. Okay, so branch not equal, repeat the process, and next it is no operation NOP, and it will come to an end process. We'll see how to execute it when come to a Keil Microvision. So here it is same process. Process need to be repeated. We'll see the results. Okay. Okay. So now see the program. Here it is, and given first it is label, area, Phoebe, and code. We are given one name for that one. I'm going to define code memory and read only. Next, you have a entry export space double underscore main. It's in a label. Now, first I take a memory address. It is 100 memory location and R5 register for the count. So what I explained the same value I'm going to take in here. It is memory location, and first I'm going to take on for the count. Okay, so next r1 r0 content, first byte I'm going to load it to r1. Next to second byte, sorry, second word, first number, second number. I'll do addition, result will be there in r3. Next r3 result I'm going to store in the memory location. Okay, after that I'm going to change my memory address. Instead of 0 1000, I'll change +4 I'll give and change the address. So once you're done, count value I need to decrease. 4 become, now it is a 3 2 1. So until become count, so it will come to on a 0. The process need to be repeated. That's why I'm going to go for the B and E instruction. If you're given SUB yes, then S if you give, then only status flag it will be affected. So you can see once my Z0 flag it is 1, then it will be stop the process. If not equal to 1, then process it will be repeated. Let's check it out. Just save the program, build target, debug. Okay, so already taken memory window, it's there. If it is not there, just go to view and memory window. You have memory window, just take it out. So here you need to give the memory address first. Initially it will be appearing in this way. First you need to give the memory address, means just give 0x memory address. What I'm going to use here, it is 1 followed by 70. Just give 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Totally it is 8 7 zeros and 1. Now you need to give the value here. So first memory location value, actually initially it should be displayed, it is unsigned characters. In this way please change to unsigned integer. So here I need to give first value. Here it is first value, according to this one it is 0 only. Okay, so no need to change anything. Second value I'm going to do one, it is a 1. So that's why just change here the value, it is 1, give enter. Now 0 1 is there, then you can analyze. Just go to step over. So first 100 it is loaded to my R0 register. R0 right now having some random value, just load the value, it is 100. Next count R5 loaded by 4. You can see R5 loaded by it is 4. Next R0 content copy to R1 first. So 100 having some value, right now it is 0. It is loaded to my R1. You can see it's a red color. So R0 it will be, sorry, R1 loaded the value is 0 only. So next R2 it will be loaded, the value is 1. Next we'll go for addition, R1 plus R2. You can see R1 plus R2 it is 0 plus 1, it will get 1 only here. Next str R3, R3 value now it is there in 1. 1 I need to store in the memory location, that is R0 plus 8 means 8 memory location. Here I need to store. You can see I'll give here, so result will be store here, it is 008 1, it will be stored here. Now I need to add these two. Before going to that, memory address I need to change. Right now memory address it is 100, right? Now I need to change it to 004 by adding +4. You can see +4 I added and I'm going to change it. Next you can see SUBS. So if you give S, then only flags will be affected. You can check it out. 0 flag it is 0 only, Z flag it is 0 only. So because my count R5 value you are given here, it is R5, you have a 4 already decreases. Now sorry, 1 4 is there. Now once operation it is over, then you can decrease that one. You can see R5 become 3. So Z flag it's not affected here, it is so 0 only. Because of that branch not equal. Not equal means If that fact is 1, then only it will go out of the loop, otherwise process need to be repeated. So for that, so branch not equal, then go to loop 2. You can see that this point it is moved to here, next step. You can see the process would be repeated. Now 1 plus 1 I need to add, I need to store the result. You can see that. So next 1 plus 1 I need to get 2. Now count here it is that in R5, this should be decremented. So now you can see it is 2. Still my count is not equal to 0. Then it will repeat the process. Next 2 plus 1 plus 2 it is 3. Next repeat the process. Next you can see R5 value it is 1 is there. So still repeat the process. Need to go back. So once come to here it is result, I'll get the 5. 5 it will be stored in this memory location. You can see 1, 2, 3. 0 plus 1 I'll get 1. 1 plus 1 I'll get 2. 2 plus 1 I'll get 3. 3 plus 2 means I'll get 5. So once I'll get the 4 operations, then I need to stop the process. You can see R5 count. Right now 1 is there. 1 minus 1 it becomes here it is 0. If it is 0 means you can check it out. My 0 flag it is value it is 1. So now branch not equal to loop to this condition not satisfied, then stop the process. You can see here this cursor come to an end. NOP and stop the process. So in this way you can execute Fibonacci series.